Upcycle presentation thing, and this is what I made. It's a switch panel to do like lights and other stuff or whatever. This is pretty much like my design process blog post. Pretty much I went through and I was going to make a backpack strap or messenger bag strap out of a seatbelt, because I'd seen that as a thing before. But I couldn't find my seatbelt, and then after I started this project, I did find the seatbelt, and I kind of like realized that all I had to do was like connect a carabiner on both ends of the seatbelt and hook it to the bag. Like it's not really a project anyways. So I then did this because I needed to have this switch panel anyways, so it kind of fit for the upcycling project. So it kind of worked well. The aesthetic kind of inspiration that I got is kind of like an old, I don't really like old things or whatever. The newest car I've ever owned is a 1994 one, and I don't want anything newer than that. I got rid of it because it was just too plasticky and stuff. I just kind of like this old, legit feeling stuff with more metal and things. And I was also kind of going for this Russian airplane cockpit design. I also had that first blog post about aesthetics, and that was also Russian. I don't know, I'm not super into Russian things or whatever. I went there over winter break, so maybe it's fresh in my mind. But they always paint them blue, and I always thought that was interesting. But to me, I was kind of like, I just associated with Russian aircraft. But then I kind of looked into it, like, why do they paint them blue? And apparently, like, Soviet scientists were saying that it calms the pilots and it keeps them awake. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess Boeing tried that too with some of their initial airliners, like back when they had propellers on them and stuff. And they went for kind of like more of like a light earth color. So it looked kind of brownish green, and none of the airlines liked it, so that's why they're gray now. Yeah, so this is the biggest airplane in the world. It's a MCEN 225, and that's a little fighter jet, so kind of like all the Russian planes have that. So then, moving further on to kind of the build. The repurposed materials I used was a old HVAC duct that I found in the basement, and this bus floor stripping, this aluminum sort of trim. The new materials used, I mean it's an upcycling project, so you want to use as little new materials as possible, but fasteners, it's kind of hard to reuse those. Spray paint and switches, of course. And then here's the process I went to, measure and mark. I used an air hammer, which was awesome to cut the sheet metal. And then for more cuts later, someone else was using the air supply, so I just had to use the shears, and it was just as easy. So they're both good. Neither of them are that hard to work with, but I'm not a pro or anything, so it didn't turn out perfect. This one, by suspending the metal with a brake to make a clean corner. It's not supposed to be a shitty video, but it is. Drilled some holes, measured it all out. Yeah, measured it all, the distances for the holes. But if I could go back, I probably would have changed the spacing, because I've got like some blank space here and some blank space here, and it kind of looks like not that good. So, test fit the switches to make sure like the holes are big enough, it's all flat and fits and everything. Test fit the trim, and then painted it with that kind of bluish green sort of paint. Safety precautions, wear the gloves, the hearing protection. But like after the project, kind of occurred to me like that ductwork that I used was totally from like the lead paint era, and that didn't even occur to me. I wasn't wearing any sort of like breather or respirator or anything, so like, I took this risk for you guys, for this project, for the art and everything. So if I get cancer, don't feel bad. It was worth it. Did it meet the goal? So yeah, reuse materials. It's useful. Like this is gonna go on another project I have, where I just needed to mount some switches, and I think it kind of achieved that aesthetic I was going for. Like, kind of looks utilitarian. It's got those kind of embossed labels. Yeah, it's not perfect. What could be improved is just like more experience working with sheet metal would have made like the edges smoother, The surface is flatter, and I think it would have been nicer to have like these old school kind of metal toggle switches, just because like you feel them and it goes like a chunk and it's awesome and stuff. But these ones I just there's a Radio Shack going on a business sale, and I got like there's some sort of deal you get like 25 parts for $2 or something. So I just had these lying around, and it seemed more upcycle-y to use these lying around switches than buying brand new ones, even though these hadn't been used before. And a big downside, I think, of this, like what makes it unprofessional, is this trim. Like it's not even around the whole thing, and it's just kind of like not flat. It's kind of could be improved. So I think I might even, before installing it on the wall, we're just gonna finally live for the rest of its existence. Like change that trim, so it just looks more. That's the end of my thing. Any questions?
Why do you need the switches?
It's for